Hey guys, welcome back to the workshop. Today I'm going to do a bit of a product review of a tool that I bought a couple years ago, and I've worked the crap out of it, and it's just been amazing. And I want to share it with you. So we're going to revisit it. I did a video on it when I first got it and I first mounted it, and so I'll stick that up here. You guys can go back and have a look at it if you want. It's not a great video, but it's definitely an introduction to it anyways. So I'll flip this around, show you what I've done, and show you how it works. This is the DeWalt D28770 deep cut variable speed bandsaw. Now I've done a couple of modifications to this thing in that, let's see if I can sneak up here, in that I've changed this table out. This is the table that it comes with. Because it's a portable bandsaw, it can't come with a great big table on it. So that's the one that it came with. But because I was going to make this into more of a permanent setup, I cut myself a piece of 1/4-inch plate, notched it out, drilled it, countersunk it, bolted it to the bandsaw base. So it is variable speed in that there's the variable speed there. It does have a light that shines down on the work table, but I find that that light makes so many shadows that it's really hard to cut. So if you're using soapstone or like a silver marker, you just can't see it. So I don't use that ever. And see if I can back up here a little bit and show you what I got going on. So I've mounted this bracket on here, and that allows me to lay my long stock right across here. I've got it leveled with the table or with the bandsaw, and then I can lay some longer stock down past the doorway, and I can feed it in and cut it off and whatever lengths that I need. This thing has been an absolute workhorse for me. I'm gonna just set you down on the tripod here and pull this off and show you the mount and show you the one accessory that I added that I highly recommend. If you're going to get one of these and make it into like a permanent setup like this, definitely need one. Okay, so because this is a portable unit, it comes with a couple of handles on it. So you got your bottom handle, top handle. Now what I've done, because hopefully you can see this, is I cut myself just a chunk of 2x4. I shaved down some plywood to match the curve of the handle as well as the depth, and then I mounted a piece of sheet metal on here just so that it can't fall off. This bottom piece here is just a chunk of tubing that I found the right distance, and I just cut the end out of it, and that encapsulates the handle like this so that it doesn't go anywhere. So I can just hook this on here, drop that against that. Now it still wobbles a little bit, but I can push on it because that's my feed right there, and it doesn't go anywhere. It's been a really great setup. Drilled a hole in the top just to mount my Allen wrench for when I have to take the table off to change the blade. Now, when I first got this thing, I had built myself a trigger lock, and it was just a wire trigger lock that I could just snap on there and it would hold it down. I had a couple of instances where I had a jam up in here and I wasn't able to shut it off fast enough, and I ended up breaking the blade. Now, one of them was a brand new blade, and I didn't like that very much because these things aren't cheap, right? So I wasn't going to put a foot pedal on it, but I ended up buying one because I didn't want it to collect all the crap down on the floor. But I find that to make my cuts, I just hang it on the hook here for the extension cord. I can just hang it there when it's not in use. When I need it, I take this off, set it on the floor, and away I go. Because I'm not using this thing all day, every day, right? So this was a great addition, and I highly recommend that. If you're going to run one of these in this kind of a setup, definitely get a foot pedal for it. Okay, so where I've got this mounted, I've got it about chest high. So that allows me to get in fairly close to my work so I can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm just going to run this through real quick. We're just going to take a horseshoe that I cut in half to make my hoof pick, and we'll run this through here on real time. All right. Say so long to your earbuds. Makes a really nice cut. And so I don't get really heavy on the push. I mean, I just let the tool do the job, right? So I've cut up at least 1,000 of these horseshoes. I have a few more to cut up, but makes really short work of it. This unit uses 44 7/8 by 1/2 inch. 020, I believe, is the thickness of the blades. DW3982 is what I use, and that gives me a tooth per inch of 14, so TPI 14. These come in a 3-pack. So there's a couple of features on this that I really like, and because I've been using it for a while, I've kind of learned how to use this thing. So this guide here for the blade actually moves up and down. It doesn't move up and down very much, but it allows me to drop it down a little bit and to kind of eliminate a lot of the deflection out of the blade. The one thing that I noticed with this thing is that you will know, when the blade starts to wear out. If you look right here, you will see this start walking off of this wheel. Now, once that gets out there about 3/8 of an inch, it's at about 1/8 of an inch now. Once this walks out about 3/8 of an inch, it's done. Shut it off, because it's just a matter of maybe 2 or 3 cuts and that blade's going to break. So that's highly recommend the DeWalt D28770 portable bandsaw. So guys, thanks for coming out today. I just wanted to share that with you because I did a video on it a couple years ago, and I have been using the absolute crap out of it. I think I've gone through about 7 blades so far on it. This is my 3rd pack, and yeah, I mean, it's cut thousands of horseshoes, not thousands, but 1,000 at least. Horseshoes, 1/2 inch bar, 3/8 bar, round bar, stainless steel. I mean, everything that's small that I do in my shop, because I'm an ornamental blacksmith. And yeah, it's been fantastic. So thanks for watching. I hope you got something out of this, and I appreciate you coming out today. All right, we'll see you for the next one.